Hey chemistry fans, and welcome back to chemistry problem solving session here at the Academic Success Center on Broward College North Campus. I am your host, Dr. Russell Betts, and I will be guiding you through this problem today. Math. Fractions. Ugh. Yeah, math can be hard sometimes, but it's really not that bad once you practice it. It's really not that bad. So let's just jump into these problems together, okay? I promise you'll be all right. 3 divided by 3 over 4. You could bust out your calculator. You could grab your calculator, crank it out, and be done. But I'd rather do it a more logical way. I really would rather do it more logically. How about we do it this way? We know that 3 over 3/4 is like this. You could say 3 divided by 3 over 4. Okay? Now, what you do now is you do what's called invert the denominator and multiply. Sounds weird. Sounds very weird. Invert and multiply. So now it'll be 3 multiplied by 4 over 3. I took the denominator, I inverted it or flipped it over, and now I'm going to multiply it. Excuse me. What? Huh? Wait a minute. See that again. I took the bottom, I inverted it, and now I'm going to multiply it by 3, by the numerator. Invert and multiply. It's a common mathematical trick. Now, 3 multiplied by 4, I hope everybody knows, is 12. Divided by 3 equals, well, wait now. Wait just a second now. 3 divided by 12, 12 divided by 3 is 4. That was pretty easy, right? Wasn't quite so intimidating once you did it that way. You could have also done it this way. These 3's cancel, leaving you with 4. Pretty cool, huh? Now that was pretty neat. Huh? You didn't think so? I'm sure you thought that was pretty neat. This looks intimidating, but the answer is 4, and you didn't even need a calculator. Just simple, basic math. If you got it, good for you. If not, try again. I want you to be able to get that because it's very important that you can manipulate fractions. All right, now here's another math thing. The dot. The dot means multiply. I know. Why don't they just use an X? I don't know. The dot means to multiply. So it's going to be 3 over 8 multiplied by 4 over 7. So I put the X in there for myself because I prefer the X as well. Now, okay, well, you could just grab your calculator. You could, and most of you probably are, so I'll just grab my calculator. There's another way to do it. Simplify and then do some other stuff. Well, I'll just grab my calculator because that's what you guys are probably going to do. So 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, of course, right? So 3 multiplied by 4, of course, is 12. 8 multiplied by 7. Anybody? 56. And then 12 divided by 56 is 0.214. That's the answer. Okay? So what I did here is I multiplied the numerators together and got the product. Multiplied the denominators together, got that, then divided. Is there an easier way? Absolutely. There's a much easier way. You could have just simplified. So here we are. We have an 8 and a 4. Well, we know that 8 and 4 will divide into each other, right? So this can simplify to a 1. That can simplify to a 2 because 8 and 4 will divide into each other, right? So that becomes, if you want, 3 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 7 or 3 over 14, which would be the same as that, 0.214. Okay? That's another way to manipulate fractions. Okay? I know. Deep breath. If you didn't get it, try again. If not, raise your hand, call up a tutor. Don't let this stuff sit. Working with fractions is pretty important and not all that difficult. Okay, last question. Now we're throwing a parentheses at us. 3 multiplied by 4 divided by 2 over 3. Okay. Whoo. Well, 3 by 4 is 12. Let us multiply those two numbers together. Divide it by 2 over 3. Remember, invert and multiply. So that's going to become 12 multiplied by 3 over 2. 2 will divide into 12 and to 2. So this becomes 6 and 1, right? 18 over 1, or 18. Okay, now I went through that a little fast. Let me go back and go over it again. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Divide it by 2 over 3, so 2 over 3. Remember the trick that we learned up here. Invert and multiply. So I took the denominator, I inverted it, and now I'm multiplying it by 12. 2 and 6 will simplify, 2 and 12 will simplify to 6 and 1, because 2 will divide into both. And that becomes 6 multiplied by 3, which is 18, divided by 1. So the final answer was 18. Okay, now, I know that a lot of you are probably intimidated by fractions. That's okay. You're here, the tutors are here, get help. Don't let these things sit back, because the more comfortable you are with manipulating fractions, the more comfortable you'll be manipulating chemistry formulas. It'll be much easier for you. First of all, because your confidence will be very high, which is where I need it to be. Okay? I promise it's not that hard. Just get a little help and you'll be okay. All right? Come and see me in my office hours. Raise your hand, find a tutor, but just don't sit back on this. All right? I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you don't have any trouble doing fractions. All right? Now with that, I wish you good luck and good chemistry.